going to continue the session on C programming. In this session, we are going to cover variables. Now, let us open the terminal app. Now, let us create a new file named as variables or C. Oh, I guess CD. Oh, variables.c. I don't know, maybe. Now let us type in the main things which are hash include. To include the variable h and then the int main and then return 0. Okay? Now first let us declare variables. Let us first declare variables. So how do we declare the variable? So first we'll give the data type of the variable. If you want int or char or float, we'll use only these three, which is decimal. First we'll declare int. I'll name it as int variable, then float, which is decimal numbers, we'll give it as float variable, and then char, which means only one letter. So I'll give char var variable. Okay. Now let us initialize data into it. Initialize. So what is the meaning of initialize? The meaning of initialize is to insert data into the specific variable, whether it is int variable or float variable. When you're assigning the data first time into it, then it is called initialization. Now let us take int variable. Now let me assign this with 18. I'll assign float with 34.90, and then char variable. I'll assign it with, we'll use a single quotes to initialize data into this. We'll use A. Okay. Now let us assign data into it. Now what is assign? Assign is to insert data into a variable second or third or seventh time. Okay. So assign, copy these three because there will be no changes that much, only the numbers. I'll give 90. This one will be changed to 56, and I'll change it 112, and I'll change this one as R. Okay, now let us test this code. I'll give enter here. First let us clear this. So let us type in the gcc gnuc compiler command. Then let us type in our file name, which is variables.c. There are no compilation errors or warnings, so we can continue. We'll use the a.out to execute or run our code. So it's working properly. We did not give any line to print, that's why it's giving nothing. Let's go back. Now let us print the data which is stored inside these specific variables. So for that, let us use the printf function. Like that. I'll copy this line and paste it 2 more times. Oh. And like that. YYPP. Okay. Now over here, let us give int first. Int. Then float. Oops. Float. And then char. Okay. Now over here, let us give the format specifier for each variable. So let us give %d, which is representing integer, %f, which is representing float, which is decimal numbers, and %c for like that. This which is for char variables. Format specifier. Now let us give our variable names. Variable over here may float variable, and over here char variable. Okay. Now let me give \n like that. I copy these 3 lines and paste it here too, so that we can understand that it's working. GCC. There are no compilation errors or warnings, so we can continue. Let's take the a.out command. Okay, it's working properly. First we assign a, right? And that's a minute. Now you see that. Okay. Now let me change this to 1 0. I'll have the same value. Then just the 3. Oh, okay. Now let us take in the user's input. So for that, let us comment this assign for now. So let us copy these 2 lines. Oops. Okay. Now after each line, let me give scanf. I'll give % and then ampersand. I'll copy these. Will be easy for me. Sorry. Okay. Now over here, let us give the format specifiers. Now I only give %. Okay. Now over after the ampersand, let us give our variable name. Over here, let us give float variable, and over here let us give char variable. Just delete these for now because we have an assign. Now over here we don't need these because we are taking the user's input. That's why we don't need this. The printing, this is for printing the variables. Forgot that one. Oh, I gave the comma here. Okay, good. Now let us test the code. Clear, and then GCC. There are no compilation errors or warnings, so we can continue. First, I'll clear my screen. A.out. Okay, now it's waiting for int. Let us give 13143, float as 11200. Now see, it is not waiting in char. So let us go back to this our code to fix this issue. To fix this issue, we'll use the fflush flush flush didn't inside like a function call. Now let's see if it works. This is see out. Now I'll give 13.134.00. Now it's waiting for char. Now let us give you. You see, that is working. But I forgot the new line over here. Let me just give new line. Let me give new line over here. I'll take printf \n and then result. I'll give 2 \n's for they look neat, maybe. Okay. First, I'll clear my screen. It's looking dirty. Clear out. Okay, good. Well, 134.00. Okay, maybe I'll give Y. No, T. No, it's better, right? Now it's working over here with T, then 12, then 135.00. It's adding extra zeros. Okay, so it's working fine. Our program is working properly. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope you found this video interesting.